bad did you guys want tonight's game? I mean, this was one that obviously puts you in the record books, as Coach just said to us a little bit. So how important was this game for you guys?
Yeah, we really wanted it. How important it was, well, in the grand scheme of things, I guess, if you look at it, maybe it wasn't that important of a game, but you know, for a little bit of pride and to be a part of the record books like they are, that's something special, and it was something we had an opportunity for, and it was something we really wanted to grab onto as a team and really end on a positive note on a bit of a rough year and a frustrating year for just about everybody in the room.
Now, at the end of the game, Mike McKenna kind of went around a little bit extra and kind of gave it for the fans. What's it mean for a guy like you and McKenna and Conway to be here and really be accepted a lot by the fans?
You know, it's funny, as an older guy, sometimes you can feel like a bit of a mercenary. So when you do get a situation where the city and the town and the building embrace you, it's special, and you feel it, and it sticks with you forever. It's something you hold with you, and Binghamton will definitely hold a special place in my heart.
I asked the other guys, so you get the same question. It's a two-parter. First, would you like to come back next year? And second, you know, when you look back at a year like this, I know the record wasn't the best, but what do you take out of a season like this?
Well, lessons as a team, obviously what it takes to win, how hard it is to win. How hard you have to work night in, night out. And there's personal lessons in there too, whether it's staying calm, staying patient, keeping a level head. You know, whatever. There's a lot of my own lessons in there too that I certainly learned on a year like this. And well, yeah, all you can do is do your best to remember and not repeat them.
And in the grand scheme of things, how did you see this team progressing? Again, I know the record is not nearly what you guys wanted it to be, but you got guys up in the NHL now that started down here. You got a guy like Boro who improved drastically as a season and probably will be up in Ottawa next year. So, as a veteran, what did you see the progression of this team?
There were some bright spots. You know, Boro and Gryba, and there was McKenna, and I don't mean to miss anyone else that happened to really grow as the year went on. And as an older guy, that's fun to see. It's at this level sometimes that's kind of all you can hope for. Maybe with some guys, you can't always expect the entire team to pick it up at the same time or as quickly as the next guy. And you just hope the majority of them do, and they progress and become players. And I think there's going to be some young guys that will be around this game for a long time here.
I know it's a business, and that's the way things work, but you know, how difficult is it to say goodbye to those guys that you've spent this season with, you know, and knowing that maybe a lot of you aren't going to be back here in Binghamton next year?
Yeah, it's you know, it's part of the life, it's part of the game. Unfortunately, for 9 months out of the year, you spend more time with those guys than you do your family, and you get pretty close with them, and the season ends and you just go your separate ways, so it can be difficult at times. But anybody that you make a special bond with, you're certainly going to keep up with. Nowadays, it's pretty easy to keep contact with guys. You know, it was a great group of guys, a good room. I'd love to see everybody back next year, including me, but the reality of that is pretty slim.
Mark, you've been a captain before, but you were a captain this year, kind of representing a team that won the Cup last year. How important was it for you to represent well as the captain this year? Anytime
you get a letter on your chest, it's an honor. You want to represent yourself, you want to represent your coach, team, and organization to the best of your ability. I hope I did. I know I'm not perfect, and I'm sure I had my moments in there. And Kurt's a good guy. I'm sure he's forgiven me on those moments that have happened. But you know, hopefully I've taught these guys a few things about what it takes to be pro.
Coach talked a little bit about the bad rep that Binghamton kind of gets as a community. Sometimes probably a smaller community in the league, and we'll just talk about your experience here and what you're going to take away from Binghamton as a community.
It was great. They're a great hockey community. My wife and I thoroughly enjoyed it. The support here for as rough of a year it was, you know, it really didn't waver much at all, and that was just great to see. And it's easy to get down on yourself as a team, and it's easy for a town to get down on a team, especially when they come off of a championship season. And you know, I just appreciate and thank everybody for sticking with us and staying behind us. I mean, we know it was a rough year, and we're just as frustrated with everybody else, but everybody was great here. We really appreciate it.
Mark, thank you very much for
being here.